Hi, friends. Happy Thursday. Happy early bird Thursday, right, guys? Hey, 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 hey. Thank you, Lee. Hold on, I gotta put the chapstick on. We just finished dinner, and it was pizza night tonight. We had pizza tonight. Why did my camera go blue all of a sudden? Stop it. There. It like went blue. It was weird. Takes out the trash and the recycles and the variety of finger foods and snacks. I miss this, Lee. How are you? How is Lenore? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Chris. Where is everybody? They're not used to me being this early. They're like, wait a minute. Am I in the twilight zone? I'll wait until more people pop in. If they pop in. But yes, Chris, I'm early tonight. I'm very, very early. They're all gone to get snacks for later, right? I know. You're okay and Lenora's feeling better. Well, that's good, Lee. I'm glad. I'm glad. How's your brother? Hey, Morgana Banana. Hey, Morgana Banana. You got snacks last night. Snacks. Snacks. You guys, Dale bought some gluten-free pretzels. Those things will break your teeth. Man. They taste okay, but daggone, they're hard as a rock. Pretzels are hard anyway, right? I get that. I know that. But these, the gluten-free ones that he bought, will break your teeth. Cheddar and sour cream ruffles. Yum. Love those. Hey, Sherry. Hello. Hello, Sherry. That's how Lee says it. Hello, Sherry. I love cheddar and sour cream. Yeah, hi everybody coming in. Hello, hello. We finished dinner. Hi, Matt. First time catching your live. Well, nice to have you here. Nice to have you join. Hi, Gail. Hey, sweet friend. I've missed you. But I'm glad to have you join us, Matt. I'm glad to have you join. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll give the explanation on why I'm a whole hour and a half early. Whole hour and a half. Early. I should have titled it The Early Bird Gets the Snacks. The early bird gets the snacks. I got my hot coffee. I got my sherry. I got my caramel cappuccino. And I have snacks. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just... The reason why I'm on at 7:30 is because I messaged Sweet Tammy today, this morning actually, and we've been talking off and on all day, and I knew she went live on Thursday nights before me, but I didn't know if anybody else went on like after her, between her and me. You're well behaved. Oh no, you don't take after Lee, do you? Because I can only handle one Lee. If Christopher Colossa ends up in here, I'm in trouble. That's all I'll say about that. Between Lee and Christopher, I don't know. But anyway, I had messaged Tammy and we were talking off and on today about the schedule, and she said that I knew she went on at 6, but I didn't know. Yeah, right, Chris, the creative Chris. No, you don't. No, you don't. Um, I love you, Lee. Um, so I just wanted to check with her to see if she knew if anybody went on right after her, and she said no, not to her knowledge. And so I said okay, and we were just, I was wanting to know that for the reason of if I wanted to go live earlier, I didn't want to go over top of someone else, and because I've been live at 9 o'clock for I don't know how long now. Before that, it was 10 p.m. You guys remember the 10 p.m. live streams? So, and that worked. That worked because, excuse me, because I was a night owl. Then I bumped it up to 9 when school started for the kiddo. And I'm like, I gotta bump it up again. Just because 9 is too late. I mean, you guys know the last however long when I do live streams, 9 times out of 10, I have to do them. I try to do them in here, but then they're very short because Dale has to go to bed. I mean, he gets up at usually about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, I have to do my streams out in the living room on my phone or on my outdated laptop, which is a train wreck. And so I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to have to figure something out in here. So Tammy said she's usually done by 7:30. And so I said, well, then if you're okay with it, then I'll just go from 7:30 to 9, or from 7:30 till whenever, probably 8-ish. Chris, I'm going to try it out and see how it works. I'm going to try it out and see. But yeah, because normally 9 o'clock would be early for me, would be a great time, but not with her in school now. I mean, I started the channel when she was like a year old, you guys, and she's 6. So, I mean, the first few years was easy peasy because she kept her mommy's schedule. She was a night owl with me. Now that she's in school, I have to switch things up, and he gets up so early now for work, and yeah, so and all of my like Mindery and glue dot things are in here, and I don't want to like schlep them through the house to show you guys on my phone. You know what I mean? It's just ick. So can't keep up with all the lives now, or I would have updated the schedule. I can't imagine, Lee. That's got to be like a very daunting job. Technically going live at 9. You went live at 9 my time. Remember my silly little half-hour time zone. That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah. 7:30 is a wonky time because I'm used to going live on the hour, but it is what it is, It is what it is. It is what it is. Do not remember when I started with you. I don't know, Lee. I think whenever you started hanging out over here with us I was still going live at 10 p.m. then, I think. Pretty sure I was still going on at 10. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think so too. But that's the change. That's the change. We'll see how it works going forward for a little while. And plus, we're getting into the cold season. It's going to get darker sooner, easier for her to go to bed earlier. I mean, it's hard to get her in the bed in the, you know, early fall, late summer, early fall, when it's still daylight out, when it's time for her to go to bed. Yeah, you definitely were one of the first with Crime Cafe. Yes, 100%. I'm used to everything being on the half hour because I'm on this rock in the middle of the ocean. That's funny. That's funny. I've got a question for you guys. What time do you all have dinner? Put it in the chat. Tell me, what time do you have dinner at your house? What's your normal dinner time? I mean, yeah, Chris, I would think so too. When you think about it, the whole half hour thing just throws me for a loop. I think you all are the only people that's on a half hour difference. You all tell me, though. Tell me in the chat, what is your all's dinner time? What time do you have dinner? Chris says 6:30 because I was at the office until 5. Okay. Sherry says 6. Usually try to have dinner at 5:30. Okay. Come on, folks. There's 11 people in here. Tell me, what time do you all have dinner? What's your normal dinner time? Bum, 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 bum. Hey, Margaret. I'm here listening while driving. Talk to you later. Okay. Oh, you have dinner at 7 p.m. Okay. Well, I know that is true. I know 7 p.m. is your dinner time, especially on Friday nights or Saturday nights. Matt says usually pretty late, 8 to 9, I'd say. When my mother was living in here with me, she always had dinner ready for when I got home from work at 5:30. Oh, I love that. I love that. Well, we usually have dinner. We're late dinner people. Hey, Joe, I know. Got that notification, though, huh? I was just telling everybody why I'm on at 7:30. So, in case you missed it, I'm going live an hour and a half earlier than normal for the next little while just to see how it goes, because the family, like I was telling them, she gets up, she has to go to bed early because she gets up early for school, and my husband goes to bed early because he has to get up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the mornings for work. And it's just, I've needed to do it for a while, and I've kind of mentioned it a few times about going live earlier, but I never really did anything about it. So, yeah. Really, whenever I start to get hungry, no kids to keep on any type of schedule. There we go. See, we always had a really late schedule. And we would eat, usually not long before bed, to be honest. I mean, like, we had dinner tonight. We just had dinner. Like, right before I came live, we just finished eating. But normally, like, I do live streams at 9 Eastern time, and we would usually have dinner like right before then. So, I mean, very late dinners. But the thing is that happens more so in the summertime because it gets darker later, and we live out in the country, and so he's outside working, doing outsidey things until he can't because it's getting dark. And then he comes in, and then he's the one that cooks. He's the one that does most of the cooking. So, have had supper as early as 4 and as late as 10. Yeah. Yeah. You all fly by the seat of your pants, Morgana? No certain time? Call that out in the sticks here. Well, yeah, well, we live in the country. The sticks is further country, for us. Some people would say I live in the sticks, but to me, I don't live in the sticks. I live in the country, but not. And the sticks is like so far that take you 20 minutes to get to a grocery store, Hey, Cherie. You're allergic to schedules. Morgana, I'm not a very scheduled person either, right? I'm not. But we've always had late dinners, and I'm like, we need to start having dinner earlier. Because what happens 9 times out of 10 is we'll have dinner, and then I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm toast. Like, donezo. And that's not good. I don't need to go to bed on a just filled belly. 20 minutes to a grocery store. When I was growing up, it took an hour. Holy cow. I grew up so far in the woods, we had to go out to hunt. What? I usually always eat between 5 and 6. See, that's normal dinner time. I think like 7, 8 o'clock is too late to be having dinner when you have kiddos that go to bed early for school. And I keep telling Dale, I'm like, we need to have dinner earlier. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And then we never do. That's me too. That's why I try to wait, because I'll probably be snoozing right after. Right? I know. I eat, and then I plop back in my recliner, and it's. You can forget me getting up out of that until it's time for bed. I'm done. Oh, you were deeper in the woods than the animals. I got it. I got you. We always said that we were so far back in the woods we had to go out of the woods to hunt. I was confused for a minute. I'm like, will you just stick your, gun out the window? I mean, you could, right? But I won't leave I'll stay in the warmth of my home and just put my gun out the window and watch for it. Watch for those wascally wabbits. Supposed to not 3 to 4 hours before going to bed. I know, Joe. I know. That don't happen. Takes me so long to do our grocery shopping, it's crazy. Oh, the tomato issue, right. Cherie's allergic to tomatoes. Do you know, I heard something today? Somebody said something in the crime channel about, I can't remember who it was that said it now, but someone said that McDonald's French fries has dairy in them. Moose. Oh my God. Yeah, we have a lot of rabbits, a lot of squirrels, raccoons, possums, deer, turkey, coyote. I was coming home the other day. I was driving home the other day. It was like almost dark out. Not dark, but almost dark. It was right on the edge of dark. And I saw a little movement on the left-hand side of the road, and I'm very cautious about deer jumping out anyway. And two little baby deer just piddling around, and I spooked them, and they ran off into the woods, but it was like not far from my house, and I was like, oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. All right, I'm going to show you guys. I've got some things out here to show you. So I've got some new scents. I don't remember if I told you guys about these scents from last week or not. I can't remember. So I'm going to put them out and show you from the week before. I've still got some in stock. We've got the O Snap Dots. I've got pumpkin pie scented. I have salted caramel pumpkin. I have Malibu rum cupcake. The lighting is so horrible. I've got peaches and cream. Oatmeal cookies. And my favorite, chocolate chips. There are two more that I don't have bagged up right now, but they are Laffy Taffy, which is a blue raspberry scent, and then double bubblegum, which is just original bubblegum, you know. Ay. Peaches and cream. I love everything peach. Huh? There was a band of trees not far from me. I would see rabbits all the time. One night I saw a coyote chasing a rabbit across the road. Aw. Poor little thing. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Yes, Matt. Oh, Snap Crafters Cafe. Here, I'll grab the link and put it in there. I don't know if I have any moderators in here right now anyway. Let me see. I always have the hardest time finding the link. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba dum ba dum bum. Da dum dum ba dum bum. Ba dum bum. Ba dum bum. Oh, okay, Matt. Oh, okay. You have 2 gift cards to use. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. McDonald's fries have milk in them. I didn't know that, Cherie. That blew my mind. I was like, what? Who would have thought? I wouldn't have thought that. Okay, here I think is the right link. Copy. Paste. There you go. Hopefully that works. That link. Could you show some of how the Snap cover minders work? It was a bit confusing. Oh, okay. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have any of the Snap stuff in stock. I haven't for a long time. Those kind of like went by the wayside. I may still have some of the like actual snaps themselves. Let me see. I don't think I even have any of those left. No, I don't think I do. So all I have right now currently are regular cover minders and then the O-Snap dots. But the reason is because all of the places where I would like purchase them to resell, they were all like, there was never any new designs. Like I went through all the, like I sold all the designs and then everybody had them, you know? And so it's kind of like, what's the point? Whenever I've been through all of the different designs that they have for the bases, for the female part, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. Oh, you see Poppy back there. You see Poppy back there? Like, I even sold these. The little purses that you would put the snaps into. You know, like, right? I'm looking. Hold on a minute. Like here was one of the bases that I had. It was like this. And I would put the magnet on the back side, right? And then you would get the different snaps that would go on, and you could interchange them out to make different cover minders. And they were a huge hit. They were really popular. They did really well. But like I said, I went through all the designs, not literally all of them, right? Like that would be impossible. But the vast majority of the ones that I think would have been a good seller, I went, and then so everybody had the ones that they liked, and yeah. It was my signature thing for a long time, and then whenever I started the Snap dots, that kind of, you know, became the signature thing. So, and that's why I call them Snap dots, is because they snap, pop when you use them. Unicorn farts is her signature, right? I know the scent. Unicorn farts. Yay. I seen snaps but didn't know what they went to. I'll mostly look at regular cover minders and glue dots then. Yeah. I've got some, here, let me see. I can't remember what I showed last week either, but I do have a few new ones to show, and I have some inventory that's coming in tomorrow. I was hoping it would be here today, but that didn't happen. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow. I was hoping it would be here today like it was supposed to have been so I could show tonight, but that wasn't going to be a happen. Wasn't going to happen. Let's see. There's this. Oh, hold on. I can't get it out of the bag. There's this cover minder. It's a little boba tea Snow White. Little boba tea Snow White. And then I have some other ones in here. Hold on a minute. I've got the boba tea Jasmine. She's super cute. Hey, Mary Lou. Good to see you. And I've got a boba tea Thumper. And a boba tea Bambi. I've got Minnie Mouse Cowboys. I think I did show you these. I think I remember. Maybe it was a couple weeks ago. I've got the little turtle shaker. Turtle shaker binder. I've got some rhinestone. They look like they've been diamond painted, but they're not. Minnie Mouse. They've got rhinestones on them. And then this Minnie Mouse. Pretty, pretty. And then some of the new ones that I got. There's only one of these, but these are what I call the extra large cover minders because they're massive compared to your normal like acrylic cover minders. Like here's your normal size one, right? Like your normal size one is something like this, right? Well, look how big. This one is a Journey. It says Free Spirit, Rebel Soul, Wheels in the Sky. It's like the album cover. And then there's this one, which sold. This one isn't available anymore. But look how big it is. It's big. And then there's this one that says, that's what I do. I drink coffee. I hate people. And I know things. These are big. Big, big, big. And then I'll have a lot more of these big ones coming in tomorrow. I'm excited for. This one says, no one knows how much darkness you've had to overcome to radiate so much light today. That one's cool. Hey, Kayleen. There's that one. And then my favorite, and I don't even like cats. Cats are cute, but I'm allergic to cats. And their buttholes usually. So there's this one, and it says, are you pooping? Are you pooping? That one is my favorite. That one's my favorite. So, and they have the double magnets on the back because they're so big. So, are you pooping? How are you, Kayleen? You have that diamond painting? The Are You Pooping one? That's so funny. Are you pooping? I know. I loved it too. I loved it too. But I think that the Journey one is probably my next favorite, other than the other cat one. I do like the other cat one, but I like the Journey one. I love that. And they're all the glitter. I haven't put the magnets on these yet, but yeah, super cute. Super cute. Super duper. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I was just looking at the diamond painting too. It's so true in my house. Oh my God, right? Like it never fails. If I go to use the bathroom, I don't have cats, like I said, but Poppy, that one right there will make her way every time. Every time she'll make her way into the bathroom. And I'm like, can you just go? Like if it's not a kid that's aggravating me when I'm trying to use the bathroom or a husband when I'm trying to use the bathroom, it's a dog, right? So, I don't know. I love it. I like the other cat one, though, because it's drinking the coffee. But this one, are you pooping? I just love it. I'm going to try to get some more of these if I can find them in stock. So. Right, Cherie? She's like, I just heard my name. Had all of them in there at the same time. Lord have mercy. Our cat comes in and sits at my feet. Once I flush, he leaves like I need supervision. Animals do love to be all up in your business. That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. And then want to complain that I smell. Well, you know, it never fails. Like, somebody has to use the bathroom, like, right when I need to go. Like, when I'm going to be in there for a minute, like, wash my face, or I don't usually take baths. I take showers. But still, in the main bathroom, it's just like an old antique, what are those? The clawfoot tubs. They're like porcelain and wrought iron. You know what I'm talking about? The old-fashioned bathtubs. We have one of those in the main bathroom, and there's no shower in there. It's just the tub. But our shower is in the other bathroom, and that's not our main bathroom. It's small and like meh. So we have the other bathroom. When I need to go in there to like fix my hair or get ready or whatever, it's always right when somebody's pooped. Clawfoot, yeah. Etsy alerted me the other day that you listed something new. Yay! Yay! I love when they do that. Well, I'll be listing some more stuff tomorrow. I'm going to have a whole bunch of new minders popping in and coming in, and I got to go through and get all those photographed tomorrow and then get them listed. Listed. And then I got to work on getting glue dots packaged up. So my right hand has been bothering me really bad for about a week. About a week ago, I started getting this like pain in this knuckle right here, like my middle finger knuckle. And then it just kind of kept, like, now it hurts in my hand, it hurts in my wrist, up my arm, into my elbow. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like carpal tunnel or if it's arthritis, if it's just an achy joint, that I don't know what it is. So, but I did buy myself a brace, like a carpal tunnel brace. That seems to help. And then I bought myself something called Tiger Balm. That stuff don't do. Let me just tell you, don't buy no Tiger Balm. At least it didn't work for me. So, that's when your phone rings, Mary Lou, is when you're trying to use the bathroom. Usually if I'm in the bathroom and I'm sitting in the bathroom using the bathroom, I'm on my phone anyway. I'm not even going to lie. I'm usually on my phone. It's kind of like the magazine. Remember how it used to be back in the day? You would sit on the toilet and like look at magazines? Yeah, no, I never did that. I never did that anyway before phones. I thought that was weird. But I do look at my phone. The muscle ease from Earthly works for me. You take yours too, Chris. I was originally going to get some Icy Hot. Like the roll-on Icy Hot, so that I don't have to like rub it in with my hand, because that grosses me out. But instead I went for the Tiger Balm. It didn't do nothing. Where's that at, Earthly? Is that a website, or can you get it? Where do you get it at? Toilet Talk with Jenny, I know, right? Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. Oh, here we go. With Jack Handy. Oh, Lord. Let me scratch my forehead. Let me pick my nose. My most recent was some Amish stuff. I don't know if it's only a regional thing. I'll go look for it. Wonder, because my sister uses some kind of stuff like that, Matt. She loves all that kind of stuff. Like the old, like, salve. You know what I mean? I don't remember what it was called, but it was some kind of salve. And then somebody else said that the CBD cream worked really good for them too. But, you know, there's so many different options out there. I don't know what's what and what's good and what's not worth my time or money, and just confusing. Hey, Sherry, I'm not going to say that ain't never happened. Not going to say that ain't happened. Frog logging, holding their phone in, hosting the Crime Cafe. Joe, she's home. Yes. Wrong sister, though. The sister I'm talking about that uses the salve is Mickey Joe. The sister that had the stroke and is on her way home came home is a different sister, not the sister you met. But she, is home. She came home, I think, about a week ago. Mickey Jor. My kids would stick their fingers under the door and say, "What you doing?" You right, Mary Lou? Jolie does that. She won't put her fingers under the door because you can't get your fingers under the bathroom door, but she will knock. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. What? What? Okay, thank you, Cherie. Let me take a look. Cherie sent me something. Okay, yeah, I saw that one at Walmart. The BioFreeze. Yeah, I thought about getting that one. Yellow Label. It's called Amish Origins. It's like Icy Hot type with menthol, but it's way stronger. Let me write that down. Yellow Label or Amish Origins. Yellow Label. All right, I'll look that up too. But with all of my glue dots and stuff, I mean, I go through so many of these bags, you know, and opening them and then closing them back is painful. So, Plus, I also use like small plastic bags like this, like we're used to with diamonds, for diamonds and stuff, for my bead business. And I go through like so many of those a day. And I finally, yesterday or the day before, I don't remember now, had my husband sit down and just open stacks of them for me. I have salon patches. I've seen those. I think I've tried those too once before, but it's been years ago. Non-greasy cream too, if that bothers you. It does. I don't like that. No good for wrists and fingers. Okay, Chris. Well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's like this knuckle and this knuckle too. Like my middle and ring finger, these two knuckles, and then it just goes down my hand and on like both sides of my wrist and both sides of my arm up into my elbow. And it throbs. Mary Lou. Mary Lou, I love you. She said Biofreeze is my new perfume. Oh, I love you so much. mm, you kill me. I'll have to try it. See. That's what I'm wondering, Chris. I don't know. If it don't quit, I'm going to go to the doctor. I just don't want them to be like, oh, well, we need to take x-rays and do this and that. I mean, like, I haven't broken anything or nothing like that. It's just, I'm getting old. Never liked putting Vicks on my chest when I was sick because of the mess. I started using a latex glove on and then just pitching it. Oh, that's a good idea, too. Tendinitis. Well, and see, I don't mind taking ibuprofen, but I don't want that to have to be an all day, everyday thing. You know what I'm not all day, but like, I don't want to have to depend on, I don't like that. I already have to depend on medications, thyroid, my, you know, blood pressure medicine, that kind of stuff that I have to take every day. I don't want to have to take, it's not good to take every day all the time unless you have to, right? It's not good for your innards. But um I know that you have to watch taking certain medications with NSAIDs, and I don't, want to cause myself any chaos. My body's in enough chaos, so. Get it checked out. They may be able to fit you with a brace to mobilize it and prevent further injury. Well, I will. I'm gonna check it out. I've been the last couple nights wore that brace to bed on it like goes like here up and around my thumb, and it's got like the metal in it that holds it a certain way. Um, if you like the Biofreeze, you should try the Amish Origins menthol active ingredient 8% versus Biofreeze 4%. Oh, wow. I don't like it, Joe. I have to go already enough as it is, Joe. Mm. If you don't like the burning and cold feeling, it is quite intense. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Like, I actually enjoy that. I know it sounds weird, but like I use a lot of essential oils, and peppermint is one of my favorites, and I will literally put that on my skin. Like I'll put it behind my ears when I have like stopped up ears, and like down my throat. I'll put it on my forehead. But yeah, you just got to be careful with that because you don't want to get that stuff in your eyeballs. Speaking from experience, I had a surgery on my hand for a severed tendon. You don't want to be doing... Ooh, no, that don't sound good. That sounds very painful. Very painful. No, thank you. But like even picking up this cup of coffee, it hurts in my wrist. You know? And I can feel it pulling in here. And I have to pick it up with these two fingers. If I try to pick it up like that, it's too much pressure pulling down here. But it really does bother my wrist. Right here. Yeah, eucalyptus oil is really good. I have a lot of blends that have eucalyptus in it. For that specifically. They tell you you're elderly. Definitely RMI. You may need some physio and a brace. I think I need to lay off opening those bags for a while and wear my brace for a little bit and let it heal really good. And then I'll have a discussion with my doctor the next time I see her if it's still bothering me. However, if it gets to where it's driving me bonkers and really, like, there was a couple days when I was on the verge of tears. It throbbed so bad. It, like, throbbed like a toothache, you know? But, yeah. Get you some acupuncture. That fixes everything. I've heard that. You know, that's something I've never done, was have acupuncture. I've never had that done. I think it would freak me out a little bit. I've got friends who have had that done. And like the cupping, you know how they do that cupping stuff? Have you ever seen a person after they have had that cupping done? That looks awful. And painful and torturous. Torturous, however you say that word. It looks awful. Do you know what I'm talking about? When they do those like suction cupping things on your body? Bruises for days. Like big old hickey bruises. It's horrible. How would... It does feel good. I had it for sciatic. I had cupping too. I had bruises on my ESS for days. It feels so good. Oh my God, it looks miserable. You've seen it, Sherry, Joe? I mean, it reminds me of, you know how when you're a kid and you like take a glass and you're like... And then it gets like stuck here on your face and you have to like pop it off and it leaves a big like ring around your mouth. That's what it reminds me of. But no, whoa. I have to use both hands. My right hand in the morning, the fingers won't bend. Oh, Mary Lou. That's painful, I bet. So... Chris, the cupping, what does that do? It feels awesome. It looks like you were beaten with a club, but it feels amazing. How does it... I don't understand what it does. I mean, I kind of understand, but not really. I know that the acupuncture has to do more with like nerves and things. But... I don't really know. what the cupping does. I think I did know at one point, but I've forgotten. Okay, blood flow. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Draws blood to injury, blood flow is healing. Okay. But what do you mean it feels good? It feels good while it's happening, while they're doing it, or afterwards? The bruises can't feel good. You have to fill me in on it. Oh, Mary Lou on here? Hmm. Chris, I'm just confused. Do you mean the bruises don't hurt after they're not from trauma, so no pain? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. But you guys, I'm going to get out of here. It is 8:27. I've been on almost an hour. Husband's ready for bed. I can hear him stirring in the house. So, and I got a mess to clean up first so that he can go to bed. And I got to go make sure little one's in the bed too. So, but thanks for joining me, you guys, so early. I appreciate it. We'll see how this goes next week as well. It's just blood sucked to the area and it feels great. Haven't looked too much into it. It's mostly for muscle injuries, right? Not so much for joint pain. Yeah, I don't. I would think it would be for muscles, not joint pain. But I've also heard that people use cupping for other things, not necessarily related to like physical injury, but also like hormonal things, I think, and other reasons, but I don't know. Thanks, Lee. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Give Lenore a big old smooch for me. And Lenore, if you're listening, give Lee a big old slap for me. 10 p.m. Hope to see you next week, Matt. Yeah, Matt, it was great having you join. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Tammy. Hey, sweetheart. Thanks for jumping in. I hope you're feeling all right, honey. I'm going to scooch on out of here, put my double glasses on before I leave because I got to see what I'm doing here on this table. Me and my old eyes. All right. Oh, you've been here? Have you been lurking, you lurky Lou? Are you a lurky Lou? Good. Lenore slapped him. Schmack. Working on the event. Good deal. Good deal. Oh, you guys, I'm going to let you know really quick, too. For the diamond painting or crafter retreat in October of 2026, a year from now, still haven't got the name down yet, but it is in the books. It's in the books. I already have the very first sponsor. Not going to say who it is or what it is yet, but I already have the very first sponsor, and it's a big one, and it's a good one, and I'm super excited about this one. You all know this person and love this person inside and out, but I'm not going to give away any of that information yet. It's too soon. but I do have the very first sponsor. And they're sponsoring a good thing, a big thing. So, anyway, yes, Tammy, October 2026 in Louisville. Well, it's on this side of the river. It's in Indiana, but it's right there on the river between Indiana and Kentucky. So, people can fly into Louisville. Still working on the name, getting that nailed down. We'll be working on a logo. I've got somebody who's going to be taking care of the theme and the decor ideas and all of that. Definitely drivable for you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. And it is, they do have, they have great accessible rooms and stuff. So, I've already checked into that. Already visited the place. But, yeah. The registration will go up for that in, I'm hoping, within a couple, 2 to 3 weeks. So, I've just got to get me and somebody else have to get some things nailed down. Got to reach out to a couple more people to get some things like set in stone so that I'll have the information needed for whenever I do get the registration up. So yeah, there you go, Tammy, a second retreat for you. Tammy is not that far. How far are you, Tammy, from Louisville? Sorry, I keep like feeling like I have to burp. How far are you, Tammy, from Louisville? 4 hours. Okay. How far did you drive for the last retreat? Morgana, shut your mouth. Morgana. Oh, 5 hours. Okay, so 1 hour shy. So if you could make that one, then you can make this one. But anyway, yeah. I've got some things I have to nail down before I can send the registration out for people to get registered. And, yeah, there will be, I have to figure out for sure how many. There's going to be like 30 max people. So it's going to be a small, medium size retreat. I know, Lee. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It wouldn't be if you hosted one yourself in Florida. There's people down there that can, you can do that with. Telling you, you ought to have one. I know, Chris. I know. I know. But there will also be a wait list too, if anybody, So I'm just gonna let you know. I'm super pumped about it. But whenever the registration link is open and ready, I will share it here. It will be, I will put it in the description box of the video, and the video will have an announcement, registration is open, blah blah blah, so you'll know. And I'll put the link in the description box, and I'll put it in the chat, whatever. I might make a community post, so but there's one up here in Ontario next year. It is too far for me though. Aw, I'm sorry. Joe, yes, the dates for the retreat in October of next year will be October 15th through the 18th. Thursday through a Sunday. You will have the option to come a day early. You know, that'll be an option for people that want to come in a day early. If you want to come in on a Wednesday, you can come in on Wednesday. Just have to, pay the difference for the hotel room. There won't be any craft room open on Wednesday and no meals provided on Wednesday, but everything else. Tammy, the Morgana, do you know for sure? We had this discussion a while back. Caesars Casino is not too far from. Let me Google that real quick. Okay, it says the driving distance between where the hotel is and Caesars is 15 miles. It says it takes approximately 24 minutes to drive from the hotel area to Caesars of Southern Indiana. Yeah, so the casino is pretty close. 15, 20, well, about 20, it said 15 miles, so about 25 minutes. Yeah. Yep. Tammy's like, I'm going to go to the retreat and I'm going to go cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. She going to go spend her some nickels and dimes. Yeah. So, you guys, Morgana lives really close to me. So, you all need to pump her up for getting her to go to the retreat, too. Yes. What kind of a retreat would it be? How many lanes of traffic in that area? I don't know. Why? Why, Joe? How many lanes of traffic in that area where the hotel is? You got laughy faces, so it makes me think that that's a trick question. Then you're good. Jeffersonville is nothing compared to Louisville. I don't blame you. I'm the same way. The hotel is actually kind of like not in like the major city part. You know what I mean? It's kind of like out of the way a little. Not out of the way. I won't say it's out of the way. There's like a Chick-fil-A right there. There's gas stations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like in a major busy area. Not too far for me, 6 hours, may be able to look into it if it's a year out. Yep, it's a year out. Yeah, I think it's 2 lanes too. I mean, 2 lanes one way, 2 lanes the other way. In that area, I think it's just and it's like where I'm trying to think where you would be coming from, Joe. I forget where you're at. Are you in, I forget where you're at, Joe. Missouri? Oh. Yeah. We will see if by then something can be worked out. Well, Lee, it would be nice. It would be really nice. So yeah, Joe, I'm not sure. You'd have to take a look at the map and see kind of what big cities you'd be going through. But Jeffersonville is a small city compared to like Louisville. Yeah, and it is right off the interstate. It's right off 65. Or is it Morgana? Is it 65 or 265? I get confused. Because I don't ever drive the interstate myself. When I go, I always go the back way. So, okay, Tammy, I'm getting ready to go too. I got to get out of here so husband can go to bed. I always pull things up on Google Earth. I'm the same way, Joe. I'm the same way. And I like to look at the highways. But I still think it's a lot closer than where, you went before. Both, I think. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go. Right, Chris. No, I actually go the back way because I don't like driving on the interstate. I don't like driving on the interstate. I hate it. About 6.5 hours. That's doable. Come in early and come in on the Wednesday, That way you don't feel like you're rushing coming in on Thursday and, I always like going the day early because you feel like you get the fullness of it, right? Because on Thursday, if you come in on Thursday, you can't even check into the hotel until like 2-3 o'clock. You get there and you have to deal with all of the struggle of checking in, getting your luggage where it needs to go, waiting to get into the craft room, then getting all that set up and introductions and people and blah blah blah. And so you feel like by the time you're actually ready and enjoying the retreat, it's already late into Thursday evening, and that day's already gone. So really you only have Friday and Saturday. Mine will be more of a last minute decision because of an elderly dog situation. Yeah, I know. But there were a couple of options. I think I told you. I think that this place is pet friendly. And 2, because I remember you brought this up when we were talking about this once before. You said you had somebody that might be able to take care of him while you're gone, but you weren't sure. And then I remember bringing up that the place was pet friendly. I think that it is. I'll have to double check, but I think it is. I take the highway to go to Pixies. It's just quicker, actually less lanes of traffic too. I know, tickly. I'm going. I love y'all. Love you all very much, and I will see you next week. Thank you, Lee. I love how Lee is like, he's good at that. He's such a bully. Bully, but I love it. I love you for that. All right, I'm going to go. I love y'all. Bye.